Okay. I know that for those of you who don't have a pro account, you're going to be hearing a commercial first. So I'm just going to explain again. If you don't already have a piece of paper and a pencil, then go get it because you need a piece of paper and a pencil nearby. When you have it, number it 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's going to be very helpful because you're going to write down just a couple of words to help you remember the exercise later. Okay, everybody get comfortable. Once we get going, it's going to move pretty fast, and I'm going to lead you through some of your memories. And this is all good stuff. The object of this exercise is to help you to raise your vibration. Okay, if you raise your vibration, it helps you cope with stress, anxiety. It helps clear your mind. It helps you let your intuition rise. And when your vibe is high, that's when you're able to more quickly manifest things in your current reality. So remember, we're always talking about how do you raise your vibe, raise your vibe. But lots of people talk about it, and we say, well, there's great ways. You can dance and raise your vibe. You can sing and raise your vibe. You can laugh. Laughter will raise your vibe. But let's say you're in a stressed out place and you just can't seem to access your laughter right now. Well, then you need to be able to use other tools. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to program our bodies with some very good feelings that you can call on later on. So we're going to start with hold on to your pinky. Remember, your dominant hand should be holding the pinky of the opposite hand. Just hold on to it lightly, but, firmly. After each, we're going to move up through all 5 fingers. That's why you numbered it 1 to 5. After you have the image of what I'm going to walk you through, you're going to be pressing on that finger harder, hard enough to get your attention, and you're imprinting the memory into your physical body, which is a manifestation of your energy body. This is how you program yourself, okay? So, hold on to your pinky. I want you to think of a flavor, something you love to eat. Think of something, you've got to be able to imagine it as if you just had it, or you just close your eyes and whatever that food substance may be, whether it's chocolate or peanut butter, pizza, something that makes you feel good, that you really love to eat, and you would very rarely turn down the opportunity to have that, okay? I want you to think of that food. Imagine yourself eating it until your saliva glands start to water. I mean, you want your mouth to water. It's so real to you, okay? Just think about it. And as soon as you've got that memory and it's real, start pressing on that finger. I want you to give it a good pinch. Don't break it. Don't hurt it. Just make it firm. Okay? You're imprinting that wonderful flavor into your pinky. Okay, got it? Now move up to the next finger. Now, we're going to go for smell. What is the most beautiful smell, or the most delicious smell? It could be a food thing too, a baking pie, coffee brewing in the morning, the smell of spring, the smell of a garden, your favorite flower. Just focus on something that smells good. It makes you feel good and relaxed when you think of it. And once you've got a grip on that memory, get a better grip on that next finger up and press that memory into that finger. Mmm, that smells great. That smells wonderful. Ah, get that into that finger. Now, before you forget, you get your pencil and in the number 1 slot, write down a word or two that reminds you what about that food. a flavor, that experience of your favorite flavor, and write that down. And then number 2, the smell. Put that smell down. Okay, so after you get your memory and after you've impressed it, write down a word or two on your paper to remind you what that was. Okay, I'm going to move up to the 3rd finger. I'll slow down to make sure everybody's up to speed here. We're going to go for a feeling here. A feeling, a physical touch feeling. The feeling of chiffon or velvet. The feeling of petting your cat or dog. Something that feels really nice to touch. The hug of a baby. Think of something that feels really good. The feeling of laying in your flannel sheets, all cozy and cuddly. Something that feels good, and then press that memory right into that middle finger. Something that feels really good. Okay, write that down. We'll move up to the next finger, your pointer finger. Now we're going to go with one of your favorite scenes. One of the favorite things you've ever seen. A beautiful ocean, a beautiful beach, a beautiful sunset, a beautiful sunrise. Just pick one that makes you feel really good and calm and warm and just so relaxed to look at this. Take that memory firmly in your head and press it into your finger. Press that memory in there, good. That scene. Okay, write that down. Now we're going to take our thumb, hold on to that thumb. I want you to remember a time when you laughed so hard you couldn't believe it. It may have been a movie, it may have been with your best friend, it may have been when you had your first drink of alcohol and you couldn't stop laughing, or other entertaining things. Something that made you laugh. Watching kittens play. Watching puppies roll around on the floor. Think of what's really cracked you up. Hold on to that memory. Press that memory into your thumb. Now I want you to be there. I don't want you to just think of it. I want you to be in that memory so much that you can't help but smile in remembering what made you laugh. Now write that down. Now you have 5 things on one hand. You have just programmed all 5 of your fingers with 5 sensory images. These are key to helping you raise your vibration when all else seems to fail. These are what you will use if you have problems falling asleep, or if you find yourself loaded with negativity. Focus on any one of these fingers. So go over it again. Look at your list if you need a hint, because you're going to program it until it sticks, so that no matter where you are, no matter what else you're doing, if you find yourself uptight, frightened, depressed, just plain bummed, or you hear bad news, or someone tries to scare you or manipulate you through their fear, you grab onto your fingers. Nobody even has to notice, because you can be grocery shopping and press a finger and bring back that good feeling, that good memory. And all you've got to do is tap into that just for a minute, sometimes just seconds, and it's enough to raise your vibe. And when you really have to use all 5 of them, do it. Use them in order, because the programming was in order. And the more often you do it in that order, the more powerful it will be. So that no matter, I mean, you can be anywhere in a crowd. Oh, grab a finger. Chocolate. Or, oh yes, laughter. I can tap into that laughter. Because once you have experienced something, it's yours forever. Okay? It'll always be there somewhere in your brain. If it's something negative, it's not something you want to bring up, right? But it's still there. Only time will help you overlap it, layer it with happier thoughts. So this is your power, your ability to program your own body with positive reinforcement. We get plenty of negative reinforcement without asking for it, like when you get hit, that leaves a negative energy reading in your body. Now you are giving yourself positive energy to read on when you need it. So we can't always stop something negative from happening to us, but we certainly can learn how to cope with it later on in life. So I'm going to save this recording. I'm going to just call it the 5 fingers, and you'll understand. I hope.